back. Thanks for staying tuned with us. This is our final conversation for this morning, and it's a pleasure to have on set founder and executive director of Sea of Life, Ms. Paulita Bennett Martin. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure having you. I've been seeing your face all over, like I was telling you, in the news, and so it's good to have you here in person to talk a bit about the 2025 Belize Trash Blitz report. Tell us, for those who are not familiar with the objective of this report.
Absolutely. So the Trash Blitz report is national data on what we are finding in waste and litter streams. So we work with community members, we train them on citizen science approaches, so that part of this is about collecting the data, creating knowledge at a national scale, but another part of this is empowering local people with knowledge about what's happening in the waste and litter streams, and also educating them a bit more deeply on plastics and all the different types of plastics that there are.
What has been the reception to what the report is presenting?
I think a lot of people are they see that the issue, that we have a lot of litter, they see that plastics is predominantly an issue. I think that's what's interesting is popping up is more people are voicing their clear frustrations with certain types of single-use plastics, right? Specifically the shilling water, it comes up all the time. Do we really need this product? It's littering the waterways, it's littering our community streets, it's everywhere. And so I think that the reception is that more people are interested in becoming part of Trash Blitz. This year, we count over 600 people having participated in this across the country. Every audit gets bigger. More schools reach out to do audits on their campuses. More community groups are saying, can we partner on doing a Trash Blitz here at this location that we all hang out in our village or town? So more people want to participate. More people are empowered with the knowledge, and more people are having conversations where it's leading to solutions and ideas for what they want to see in their local community.
What's a Trash Blitz?
Trash Blitz is where we take the waste, right, and we sort it very systematically. We pour everything out. It's a dirty job. Someone's got to do it.
From the moment you said, take the waste, I'm like, all right, where are we taking the waste?
We take it to tarps so that we prevent the waste from, if there's smaller pieces, from it just being left on the ground. So we big tarps in the area, we pour everything out, and then we separate by item first, because it's easiest for people to identify whether it's a bottle or a fork or a bag, right? So we create these piles, then we start to separate by brand, because we want to identify what are the brands that we're seeing. Are they local brands? Are they foreign brands? And then when it comes to plastics specifically, we also then identify whether it's plastics number one, is it polystyrene versus low density plastics. So we're really doing a deep dive into what we're finding. And that can be helpful to waste managers as well, because there are certain products that are recyclable, right? So if waste managers know that we have this much waste in general, then they can get an idea of what sorts of materials are available on the market for their recycling purposes. But it also allows for us to see what the real problem items are, and then start to look at, well, how can we phase out these items from our local, lifestyle?
What does the report say are the real problem items here in Belize?
Bottles, single-use bottles of all sorts, bags, plastic bags continue to be an issue. Shilling water pouches continue to be an issue. It's mostly single-use items. It's mostly those things that you use one time, and then you dash them away.
Why target plastic?
Well, plastics has a cycle to it that creates negative impacts all along, from pre-production all the way to when it becomes waste. Our reliancy on plastic means that we're relying on petroleum and fossil fuel-based industries. So there's a cost to plastics from the point of pre-production, and then during production, it's a heavy industry because you're having to heat up these toxic materials to create bags or polystyrene containers. And then once it's done, it goes into our streets and into our waterways. And while people say, well, it'll break down, right? It doesn't really break down, it breaks up. And then it becomes microplastics. And now the medical field is discovering more and more every day how much microplastics is inside of us. It's been found in almost all of our organs, including our brain. Plastics are made with chemicals that are endocrine disruptors. And so when you think about the volume that we use plastics at, it touches almost every element of our life. We use it in the kitchen, we use it for our lunch every day, we use it to drink from. You start to really consider what is the impact and connection with this material and these chemicals to my own health. It's in our fish, it's being found in the tissue of commonly eaten seafood. So that's the issue with plastics. It's a problem all across, not just litter. It starts from the point when we extract the fossil fuels to make the product. It starts when we use fresh water supplies to also make the products, right? And so we really need to think about plastic has its use, but the use of it being applied to single-use products is where the problem starts, because you're creating these products that last a lifetime. They last longer than us. Our lifetime might be 75 years, okay? But then how come a bag or a bottle gets made and it gets to live for 500 years? I would rather live for 500 years than have that plastic bag or bottle live. So these are the things we need to think about. It's a deeper issue than just the litter.
Why do you think government policy isn't as effective as it maybe can be, or as we've seen it be in other parts of the world where plastic is concerned?
I think that being able to implement policy means that you have a lot resources to do so, and we often don't have a lot of resources in Belize to get things accomplished. I think that the government, the Department of Environment, has laid out what they want in the law, and it's clear, and I believe that we are all part of the implementation of those laws. So that is the business sector stepping up. They have huge power in this country to do the right thing and to rethink how we are in Belize with waste and with our use of plastics. And I think individuals also play a role as well.
Now, does the report give recommendations?
Yes.
And what are a couple of the key recommendations made?
Okay, so based on our findings, because bags remain in the top, we suggest a full ban on plastic bags, and the reason is, and bags are included in the national policy as well. The reason is because we know what the alternative is. It's not a mystery. It's carrying a cotton tote bag with you. It's bringing your own whatever container you want to use. We've done it before. We've done it in our own lifetime, and we can do it again. So that's one thing where, and I know that people may make an argument of, well, what about people that can't afford a tote bag? Tote bags are given out now at so many places. You could even make a tote bag from an old t-shirt. Let's be real about it. So I think banning bags is one step where we know what the solution is, and it won't shatter the market, okay? Number two, I think that we need to invest more in citizen science and national data collection, because we really need to know what's happening with the waste breakdown and how it's impacting our environment, right? We're doing all this incredible work, Ministry of Blue Economy, for instance, to protect these marine ecosystems. But what do we know about microplastics in mangroves? We know that they disrupt the uptake of nutrients, but we don't know how many microplastics are there yet. So we need to work with our peers and really create data. And then number three, which is my favorite, it's a clear solution: increase the use of refillable water stations. Refillable, come on, it's so simple. We know how to refill, we do it at home. Well, let's get refill in school systems. Let's get refill in our government buildings. Let's get it into large-scale business centers, right? Because you think about one school, the size of 650 students creates the demand for almost 230,000 single-use plastic waters a year. So when you think about refill, that can be transformative as far as reducing the plastics, but not just reducing the plastics. Refill is cheaper. So if you're paying at your school a $15 water fee per year, let's say, right? Well, that cuts your expenses down for the year by over $320, because you know you're buying water every day, at least $1 or $2 worth of water a day. So if you can spend 15 or 20 for the whole year, that's transformative for your pocket.
Indeed. Yes. So, and I really love those recommendations, and I think They're practical, they're doable, and they're present a way not only for the government to participate,
Yeah.
but for private sector and individual citizens to participate as well in bringing a solution to this problem. So I really
Absolutely.
appreciate those. You brought a product for us to take a look
Okay,
at.
well, this is for you.
This is for me.
But
Okay.
I just,
Wait, you go ahead and open it.
I like to, we, Sea of Life likes to invest in small local Belizean businesses that are doing nature-based products. This is DML straws.
A bamboo straw.
And they're bamboo, and it's a whole set, and it comes with cleaners and everything. You can have these customized. There you go. Instead of a plastic straw, you have this really sexy bamboo natural.
Oh, look at
But
that.
it's more than just the straw. It's the fact that when you think, and I didn't bring it, in Belize, we've innovated with nature for decades, for centuries. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's. I was carrying around a Kiss Kiss yesterday. You know what? Okay. And how many people stopped and said, "I haven't seen one of those in forever." It's nature. We made it. We don't have to produce anything in a factory. Someone's making money by creating nature-based products. Let's go back there.
This is a straw for every occasion.
It is. And then, you know, you don't need a fancy Yeti. I just happen to be lucky to have this one. But like any bottle from your house, a mason jar, take it with you. Ask the restaurant when you're eating out, can you just fill me up from the 5-gallon that you have back there rather than pay
Bring
for
a plastic
$1.25 or $2 for each bottle?
All right.
You know, so those are just some practical ways to shift away from the plastics.
All right, so there you heard it from the executive director at Sea of Life. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's
Thank
been
you.
such a pleasure hanging out with you for this brief
You too.
moment. All right, so with that, we're going to wrap this show up for this morning. It's Tuesday, February 17th. It's been a great one. If you have a birthday, if you're celebrating a birthday this morning, we'd like to say happy birthday to you. But if you also have a birthday shout out, questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email, and that email will pop up right there in just a moment. It's oie@greaterbelize.com. You could also catch us live on Facebook every weekday morning at Open Your Eyes BC, or Instagram for all the behind the scenes highlight at OIE Belize. You can even call or text us. Our phone number is 675-2555. But folks, please do us a favor and join us again tomorrow, Wednesday the 18th, when you open your eyes and start your morning right. But until then, be sure to keep your eyes, your minds, and your hearts wide open. See you tomorrow. Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.